Hey Collective, welcome back. I hope you're having a good day today. So today I want to discuss coloring outside the lines. We're going to start this off today with a question. When you were a kid, were you the type who colored nice and neat and stayed inside the lines? Or were you the type that grabbed any color and went to town, not giving a shit about lines? Well, this says a lot about you whether you know it or not. Today we're going to discuss what it means to think outside the box, to color outside the lines, and to think beyond limitations. Some are born into circumstances meant to silence them, told their voices don't matter, their dreams too big for the reality they were given, their presence a burden. But when you decide your story won't be dictated by others, when you choose to think beyond limitations, you reclaim your power. To color outside of the lines is not just about creativity, it's about courage. To know that even when the odds are stacked against you, your mind, your spirit, can break the chains that hold you down. Think beyond limits, dream beyond expectations, and live beyond fear. Because the moment you release control and color outside of the lines, you step into the greatness you were meant for. From the moment we arrive on this planet, society is telling us who we should be, how we should act, and what we should aspire to. We are handed labels before we even understand their meaning. Now, I don't know if you're aware or not, but we just entered a new astrological age, the Age of Aquarius, which will last about 2,160 years, which personally, I'm proud to help usher in. This era is about forward thinking, innovative, intellectual, unconventional, free-spirited thinking. Just like a true Aquarius. It's time for new beginnings, social change, and advanced consciousness. Shifts towards greater equality, understanding, humanitarianism, and awareness of human rights. Rapid developments in science and technology, and I predict we will begin to see more and more spiritual gifts as the collective consciousness advances. The new souls, kids being born, will arrive with them. And this is why parents will need to have more of an open awareness and understanding of what they're dealing with. I was born in the last era of indigo children, which is somewhere around 1978 and 1999. Now, I'm not saying that every child born in that time span is an indigo child, but a lot of us are. Which, if you don't know about indigo children, I encourage you to look it up, although there's not that much information about it out there. We're a generation believed to be spiritually and psychically advanced, destined to bring a new age or to return us to the golden age, which in my opinion is the best age. We have a strong need for justice, independence, and discomfort with hierarchical structures. Personally, I have multiple spiritual gifts, and I can recognize them in others. But if you were ever curious why we started hearing more and more about autism and ADD in the 80s and 90s, in my opinion, this is why. You call it a handicap. I call it gifted. The question is whether or not the child can learn to balance those gifts, understand those gifts, and has a supportive unit to help guide them through it. Now, I could talk about this all day, but the point is, I believe another wave of indigo children is on the way to help advance us in this new age of Aquarius. No one is too small to make a difference. No one is too different to belong. or too unimportant to be heard. Success doesn't always have a formula. Dreams don't have to be practical. And stepping out of line isn't always dangerous. Remember this: every great innovator, every powerful leader, every voice that has ever shifted the course of history has done so by refusing to be confined. They didn't accept the roles assigned to them. They didn't shrink themselves to fit the expectations of others. Instead, they shattered the mold and created something entirely new. Don't be so closed-minded when it comes to your kids. Watch them, see how they learn, give them room to do what they do, how they need to do it. Don't dismiss what they tell you they feel, hear, see, smell, or even dream. Our gifts show up in many different ways, and some with multiples. And no conventional doctor will understand spiritual gifts. At least not yet, anyway. And if you're an adult who's just learning that you have gifts, don't be afraid. Hone them. You have them for a reason. You're different. So what? Breaking the mold is not just about rejecting limitations. It's about defining yourself on your own terms. It's about being authentically you and choosing to believe in your own worth. Realize the walls built around you are not unshakable, and the ceiling above you is not unbreakable. The only thing you need to break free is the courage to do so. I know breaking the mold isn't always easy. People will question you. They will challenge you. They will want you to color inside the lines because that looks the best, and that is where they feel safe. And if they can't understand your vision, they may tell you it's impossible. But I've learned impossible is only a word that has been disproven again and again by those who dare to think a little differently. So friends, when you find yourself at a crossroads, which I seem to do often these days, one path well-worn and expected, the other uncertain and untraveled, I suggest you choose the path that challenges you, the one that excites you, the one that scares you just enough to remind you you're alive. Because the moment you color outside the lines set for you, you don't just change your own life, you change the world around you. Until next time, friends, keep healing. See ya.